I also want to thank Prime Minister Netanyahu for agreeing to the plan and for trusting that if we work together, we can bring an end to the death and destruction that we've seen for so many years, decades, even centuries, and begin a new chapter of security, peace, and prosperity for the entire region.
Almost 2 years into the Israel-Hamas war, US President Donald Trump has proposed a 20-point plan to bring an end to the fighting in Gaza. It's been accepted by Israel and is supported by key Arab and Muslim nations, as well as Washington's European allies. It awaits a response from Hamas.
But if Hamas rejects your plan, Mr. President, or if they supposedly accept it and then basically do everything to counter it, then Israel will finish the job by itself.
The proposal calls for a ceasefire, the release of hostages held by Hamas within 72 hours, Hamas's disarmament, and the gradual Israeli withdrawal from Gaza, followed by the deployment of a temporary international stabilization force and a post-war transitional authority headed by Trump himself.
The Board of Peace, we call it, the Board of Peace, sort of a beautiful name. The leaders of the Arab world and Israel and everybody involved asked me to do this, so it would be headed by a gentleman known as President Donald J. Trump of the United States.
The authority would include former British Prime Minister and one-time UN Special Envoy to the Middle East, Tony Blair, who is still widely disliked in the region for his role in the 2003 Iraq War. The deal also demands Hamas militants be excluded from future roles in government, but states that those who agree to peaceful coexistence will be given amnesty. Trump is confident that he can secure peace in the region, but even if Hamas accepts his proposed terms, they do not yet represent a fully formed plan for peace, leaving some crucial elements of the conflict unresolved. The plan, for example, suggests that the Palestinian Authority, which nominally runs the occupied West Bank, would take over from the Trump-led authority after completing a reform program, but Netanyahu has stated previously that rule by the PA in Gaza is unacceptable to Israel.
By that I mean...
And point 19 leaves room for Palestinian statehood without promising it. France, Britain, and several other Western powers have recently recognized a Palestinian state in support of a two-state solution, something Netanyahu and Trump have strongly opposed.
שאנחנו נתנגד בתוקף למדינה פלסטינית. הנשיא טראמפ גם אמר את זה, הוא אמר שהוא מבין את זה, הוא אמר באו"ם גם שזה יהווה פרס עצום לטרור וסכנה למדינת ישראל, וכמובן שאנחנו לא מסכימים.
Far-right members of Netanyahu's coalition government, whom his political survival is dependent on, do not back Trump's plan. Israel's finance minister Bezalel Smotrich has blasted it as a resounding diplomatic failure. He and Israel's national security minister Ben Gvir have long argued for the annexation of the Strip.
ולדאוג שכבר היום כובשים את כל רצועת עזה, מכריזים ריבונות בכל רצועת עזה, מורידים כל חמאסניק ומעודדים הגירה ברצון.
In Israel, some are optimistic about Trump's plan, while others think it doesn't go far enough.
This is very, very good news. President Trump, like he said, is totally committed to bringing peace and prosperity to this region, and this can only start with the ending of the war in Gaza and bringing back all our people.
אם רוצים באמת לפתור את הבעיה גם עבור העזתים וגם הישראלים, הפתרון הכי טוב זה מה שטראמפ הציע לפני כמה חודשים, שהוא טרנספר.
Trump's new plan says it will ensure that no Palestinians will be forced to leave Gaza and Israel will not annex the territory. Instead, the plan says that the transitional body will encourage people to stay and offer them the opportunity to build a better Gaza. But after nearly 2 years of devastating war and tens of thousands of deaths, opinions on the ground in Gaza are divided.
ملائمة للفلسطيني على الأقل وقف الدم النازف في غزة، وقف تدمير مدينة غزة في هذا الوقت الصعب لإنقاذ ما يمكن إنقاذه. إذا دخلنا في التفاصيل هناك إشكاليات كثيرة، لكن لا يوجد خيار أمام الفلسطينيين.
لن يقبل الفلسطينيون في خطة ترامب اللي بعد عامين، ولا لن تقبل المقاومة الفلسطينية أو حركة حماس بالأخص في نزع سلاحها.
Should Hamas not accept the plan or the deal fall through on the Israeli side, it's unclear how the war could come to an end. All other ceasefire attempts, of which there have been many, have failed, and Gazans are facing a devastating humanitarian crisis. The United Nations has declared famine in part of the Gaza Strip, and UN investigators say Israel is committing genocide. The body estimates that it will take more than 20 years just to clear the rubble.
نحن الشعب الفلسطيني أعزل يا مؤسسات العالم، يا ضمير العالم، يا قنوات الأخبار، ابعثوا رسائل للعالم. نحن نريد وقف إطلاق النار، وقف إطلاق النار، وقف الطلاق.
أطفال، في مرضى، في نسوان حوامل. حرام هذا الإنسية. اتفقوا يجب على قادة حماس واتحاد الشعبية وفتح إنه يحطوا سلام مع اليهود. خلصنا.
The Gaza war was triggered by Hamas's October 7th attack on Israel in 2023, which killed 1,219 people, mostly civilians, according to an AFP tally of Israeli official figures. Israel's offensive has killed over 66,000 Palestinians, also mostly civilians, according to health ministry figures in the Hamas-run territory that the United Nations considers reliable.